Hey y'all. Save today, struggling tomorrow. Okay? Rescues and addictions. It's deep today. We got two topics too, because you gotta understand what rescue. I need all of us to come to the understanding that there is no one here on earth that could sit here and really rescue you from anything. You can receive the help, but not so much of a rescue because think about it. What do you really need rescuing from? Is it something internally? If it's internally, no one can rescue you from that. That's what you and God got. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a broader version, I guess it varies because in term of rescue, it depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody got you held captive and you need somebody to come save you, that's different. But no one can sit here and rescue you from your emotions, okay? That takes the time for you to take a moment to yourself and get it together. People can change from today to tomorrow. It could be a totally different scenario, and you cannot fault anyone for that. You cannot put people on these pedestals and thinking that they're more than you. You can't sit here and do more for a person than what you would do for yourself. And a lot of us do not want to hear that reality, but that's the gist of it. You have to put yourself number one because if you're not number one, you're going to fall for any and everything. Okay. All somebody got to do is sit here and show you something different, tell you the things that you want to hear. And then you're going back and forth trying to figure out, wait, but it's not making sense. Duh. Because they were just telling you what needed to be heard just to give you a temporary fix. You know what I'm saying? And how do you go through life based on temporary situations? You're not going to go nowhere. You're going to be sitting here driving yourself crazy. Stop thinking that someone is coming to rescue you. Okay? It is not reality. You could have good times. You could be in the moment. That's beautiful. But what's the end goal? A lot of people hate what's the end goal. Just be in the moment, correct. But where is this moment taking us? You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the bigger picture. You have to know what you want and stand on that. That's where the boundaries come in. It's like I'm not telling you what you need to do, but I'm just telling you what I'm going to take. Okay? We have to know the difference in that. And referencing addictions. Addictions are more than what society makes you think that they really are. When you hear addictions, it's not even what you think it is. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Because social media just lets you think that addictions is nothing but food or drugs or alcohol. It's much deeper than that. You can sit here and be addicted to validation. You can sit here and be addicted to love, be addicted to wanting to be wanted, just wanting to be it all. And that's going to drive you crazy. If no one's going to tell you, like I always say, I'm going to say it. Addictions can form from anything. Me personally, I feel like addictions could have formed during our youth growing up. You have to look in your environment, like in the most important ages in your life. How was your environment? How was your family? You know what I'm saying? Like, were you surrounded on a daily basis around an environment where there was no such thing as communication? You know, in terms of, say it was an argument or whatever. No one sat here and apologized. No one sat here and spoke about anything. It was just so much of a, hey, you wanna come over for dinner, or hey, we're going shopping today. That was always a form of an apology, and that is like so toxic. Like I promise you, like it's so toxic. If you really look at it, how is this an apology? Are you trying to show me, even though we got into an argument and maybe you felt like I was wrong instead of, or I was wrong or you were wrong, instead of either of us sitting here and apologizing? I just want you to know I'm not mad at you anymore, and I'm allowing you to come back and be around my presence. No. Okay. Like that is not okay. And the main reason why I brought that up is due to you're probably surrounding yourself around people that do the same thing, because growing up in those ages in your life, you thought, oh, okay, so this is how life is supposed to be. And you started accepting things in that nature and looking at it like, wait a minute, I've seen this all my life. It's cool. No, okay? No. Mind you, I want to yell when it's starting to make sense, okay? So at some point, I don't care what your environment was at the age that you were. If you are an adult or a growing adult, at some point things have to change, because during those years when you were growing up, unintentionally, you were creating a habit for yourself, looking at everything that's going on. Mind you, you were young. You didn't know. That's fine. You can't go back. You can't change anything. But I'm saying, you as an adult or you as a growing adult, whatever you saw when you were younger and now that you're getting older and you're just like, look, that doesn't make sense. It's only up to you, not the people you're surrounded around. It is up to you to understand, this is not what I want. This is no longer what I'm okay with. I do not want to be addicted to half love. That's just what it is. If we sit here and, is life, we sit here and we get in an argument and, I learned about space, okay? Space is okay. When you're in the midst of an argument or whatever and you come across the whole, look, I need space for a minute and then we can come back together once I get my mind right. That's cool. It makes sense, because you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you say something that you can't take back. Because once it leaves your mouth, it is what it is. You can't say sorry for that, because in that moment you meant what you said. So space is very beneficial. Okay. But even with that space, it's not like I need I need extremely long space, because in a sense that could make the other person feel like, oh, okay, like you got off me, or I'm starting to feel the abandonment creeping back in. But mind you, even if you do have abandonment issues, that is not another person's role to take on and make you feel better. It sounds very messed up, but it's accurate. You cannot have issues that you're going through make the group or your person feel like it's their responsibility to make you feel better. What did I just tell you? No one is here to rescue you, okay? They could sit here and provide assistance, but no one's going to take you away from all that you're battling with inside. You need to take that time out and just look at everything around you. If it makes sense and you feel like you tripping, cool, then it's on you. But if you really take the time out to sit here and look at it and just be like, you know what? I am not doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not extra. This is just what I'm looking for. And I feel like when I express myself, you're trying to make it seem like it's too much. In all actuality, it's not too much. I just don't think you can meet up to what I'm asking for, and that's okay. That's fine. But it becomes a problem when you come to that realization and you're still stuck in the same thing and you're trying to figure out why you can't leave. You can't leave because that's on you. You're here. The group of people, the situation that you're in right now, they just sat here and let you know what it is. You still feel like you could change somebody. You cannot change anyone. You need to focus on yourself, okay? Focus on yourself to be able to put yourself in a better place, to be able to put yourself in a better mindset, to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want, and this is all that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the halfway stuff anymore, because if I sit here and accept anything halfway, knowing that I'm more, and I move past halfway, and if they cannot provide you anything more, you're going to drive yourself crazy, because let's not forget, they just told you that this is all that they can do. If you're looking for more, you're looking to be crazy for the rest of life, okay? That's just what it is. When you come across a situation and the answers are right there in your face and you choose not to look at it, that is no one else's fault but your own, okay? You can't sit here and blame someone else because they've shown you what it is and you're trying to make it into something that unfortunately it will never be. It's very sad. Mind you, it is very sad. But just like I said, you have to be able to come to a place where you're putting yourself first. Because think about it, in terms of everyone else, if they see something ain't going right, they're not just going to sit in that. You have to be strong enough, you know? You have to let these addictions go. You have to let the mindset of being rescued go. Help is great, but what are you going to do with that help? You can't sit here and accept the help and try to, move further along in life and then be mad when other people are focusing on their lives. I need you to understand, when people help you, it is not a requirement. I don't care what their status is. It could be your parents. It could be your family. It could be your best friend. It could be your partner. Everyone has their own life that they're going through. You need to understand, when someone is struggling and they're sitting here and helping you as well, that is no longer help. That's love right there. Okay? But stop making people feel like that they have to. No one has to do anything. The help that you're giving is great, but the rescue comes from you. These battling addictions, you can get the help, but the end goal is only going to come from you, you know? Make sure you're not sitting here and being addicted to something that's causing you to minimize who you are in the midst of shrinking you to be able to be comfortable in this environment. You do not need to shrink. Absolutely not. If you are extra, if you are loud, if you are just full of love, that is great. If you feel like you're in something that makes you feel like you're doing too much, I'm sorry. You need to sit in your little corner and figure out what you're about to do, okay? Because you're going to go crazy. And no one wants to go crazy in the world. This world is a lot. So we need to take the time out to sit here and get it together, okay?